What's up? So today we got Full House Season 1, Episode 7, Knock Yourself Out. So this episode starts off with Danny and Michelle, and Dan and Michelle still calling Dada from the last episode where she did at the end, and he was like, yes! And so Danny is doing a really big, sports event where he's interviewing a boxer. So Danny gets a call about that, and they watch him doing the boxing thing, and Stephanie and Stephanie and DJ get Jesse to get all this food for them, So Danny does this boxing thing, and obviously he does the wrong thing where he tells the boxer his wife is leaving him, and that's a bad thing. He tells the Sandman, the boxer, the name is the Sandman, and he calls it, I'm going to keep calling him Sandman for the rest of the video, but he calls the Sandman, he tells him that his wife is leaving him, and obviously, and basically this, breaks him down. He's like, I can't fight, dude. Like, his wife is leaving him, and he's like, come on. After this is done, he's gonna take his wife back. And obviously, he fired his manager for not telling him, and the manager is like, boy, Tanner, this is your fault. But, bro, you should really be blaming yourself, not Danny. Yeah, and also, Michelle has a cough. Yeah, she has a cough, and they call the doctor. Oh, sorry. And they call the doctor, obviously. They call the doctor, and the doctor, Michelle won't, take the medicine. So DJ comes in. She's like, "What are you doing to Michelle, dudes?" And see, this is why they act like more of a parent to Michelle than Daniel does. Than Danny does. Aren't you seeing, guys? So he's like, hey, she's just got a cough, and they called her doctor, and I was thinking, and they said they used this medicine last time, and I was thinking, wouldn't that have been DJ or Stephanie medicine? But yeah, so they use it. She doesn't want it, so they have to use it. That baby food way, but accidentally, when she doesn't want it, they put into he's here, and Jesse eats it, and Jesse has to pretend he likes it, which is really hilarious. So yeah, that's kinda hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, and then Danny comes home, and he's like, what's going on? And she's like, hey, Michelle, had a cough, and he's freaking out, what? And they're like, hey, they dealt with it. See, there are more parents than Michelle in the show than Danny is, because in the first season, because no wonder in the last episode she called them her dad, because don't they take care of her more? During my review, I kind of, explaining why. So, yeah, and that kind of wraps up the summary or the review of this episode. This episode was great. Like the stuff with the announcer. Poor Danny almost ruined his career by exposing that wrestler to what his wife is doing about his wife leaving him. Jesse and Joey are more parents than Michelle and Daniel than Danny is. And DJ and Stephanie are just great. They are. DJ and Stephanie are the greatest characters in television history for an 80s or 90s show. But that would be succeeded by Buffy and Sabrina. because Buffy and Sabrina are the best characters of their solo series. Because they never got a sequel show like Full House did. Full House got Fuller House. They've got their own standalone shows. In the, not the timeline of Chilling Adventures or... Chilling Adventures is his own show. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is its own show. It doesn't have like Melissa Joan Hart or Melissa Joan is amazing. Or any of the other characters from that show. But yeah. So now we're kind of... So last episode was great. The previous episode was horrible. Episode 5, I don't know why. Episode 5 was just so bad. And this episode was pretty great, but episode 5 was just not good. Like, I can say it's one of the worst Full House episodes I've ever seen because it's flip-flopping of story between episode 5. It's the worst Full House episode I've ever seen because of its flip-flopping of stories. You'll watch that review by the time you get this one. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you next time. Next time, Joey, Danny, and Jesse compete for the heart of Jesse's guitar student. That was an episode. But I'll see you guys next time. And remember, for the Full House power to protect you.